No, Issa. What we're absolutely not gonna do is put Cool Ranch Doritos in our chocolate chip cookies. Just go to dinner. All right, welcome to Taste Take. If you're new here, we're doing Insecure Season 5 recap and reviews all season long. If that's something you're into, hit that subscribe button for your boy. For my regular Taste Takers, let's see if y'all are cool with episode 7. Get it? I said cool, an episode called Chillin. Never mind. All right, you know the drill. Supersonic JJ Fad recap of episode 6. Episode 6 starts in a hospital with one of those stupid daydreams where Issa runs into Condola and Lawrence, and she kicks Condola in the face and shoots that baby like a basketball. In real life, she finds out that Lawrence did in fact move back to LA. She's intrigued. But she's also then smashing Nathan and trying to get him to say I love you. Then we get to the barbershop where everyone's talking about how Suge is always late, so Nathan decides to cut one of his clients. Ooh. Molly's at that work retreat, she's turning up, she wakes up the next day, hungover, and she finds Torian's watch in her bed, which, now that we know what we know, are they gonna go back and say that they hooked up? Anyway, next is when we see Issa go visit Crenshaw with those dry-ass brownies, try to make that peace offering, but it doesn't work. She leaves empty-handed. Well, she leaves with a brownie, so not empty-handed, but without peace. She left without peace. Back to the barbershop we go. Suge finally shows up to work, and he's mad that Nathan took one of his clients. So mad that he's willing to make fun of the fact that Nathan is bipolar. That's what we're dealing with. We go back to Molly's work retreat, where Torian has just carried the team on this work presentation. After the presentation, they're getting drinks, and Molly finally reveals that her mom had a stroke. And he's like, damn girl, you should have just told me. I'd be going through some shit too. Back to Issa and her daydreams, this one at the food truck, where Condola's telling her just how perfect Lawrence is. Then, Condola kicks her into the garbage. Last couple scenes here, we're back at Molly's hotel. She finally gets word from her brother that her mom woke up, and she could probably go home from the hospital soon. As soon as she gets off the phone with her brother, Torian's knocking at the door with a gift bag, and they have that weird sexual tension, and then they hug with the linger. You know, sometimes you just let the hug linger. It just be lingering. You know how to linger. Anyway, episode ends with Issa and Nathan. Issa calls Nathan out for not saying I love you, and Nathan pulls the Uno reverse card and calls her out for being inconsistent. And he was right. And that's the end of the episode. So boom, episode 7. This one's called Chillin, okay? It was written by Fran Richer and it was directed by Amy Aniobi. Episode 7 starts with Issa getting her crib ready to host girls' night with Molly, Tiffany, and Kelly. They got plans to smoke weed, get massages, and then go out to dinner. No surprise here, but Kelly has the best lines. Well, I guess not lines, but when she was choking on that weed. She's okay though. Issa gets a call from the spa that a pipe burst and they can't get massages. They're all distraught. But Issa has the bright idea that they could just chill in the house. Oh, chillin'. Yeah, they could just chill in the house and play the questions in the hat game, which I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all are gonna take to your next pregame. Don't even lie. Issa in real life actually brought the questions in the hat game to the Insecure staff after they filmed the Coachella episode, I think season 3. So here it is in the show, Art Imitating Life. The show flips over to Condola's place and we see Lawrence pulling up with Elijah. How far we've come to see that Lawrence can now spend time with his baby without Condola. That is growth. They're not shouting at each other. Lawrence is offering to put up shelves. What's going on here? I guess that turbulence really shook things up.
Boy, if you don't...
Back to girls' night, they're still playing this questions game. Stuff like a secret that no one in the crew knows, which I'm pretty sure Tiffany could have dropped that Denver bomb right in there. Molly still wants to know who broke that vase. Would you marry the last person you slept with? It's stuff like that. Issa's neighbor knocks on the door. I forget her name. She's complaining about spiders. Kelly shows up and they got some sort of beef. I totally forgot why this is happening. So if you know, you can remind me in the comments. Thank you. I appreciate it. Because if not, it was just a random scene that wasted 30 quality seconds. Back to the question game. Issa then asks, do you pour the milk or the cereal first? Like, this is how we're spending our last season. Also, if you or someone you know pours the milk in first, please call 411 PAIN. You may be entitled to compensation. Anyway, then Molly gets that work call, but it's really Torian. But he is calling about work. But it's a little flirty. But still about work. It's a little flirty. But this might be the funniest scene in the whole episode, besides the choking when the crew's making fun of how lawyers talk. That was well done. Back to Condola and Lawrence. He finished building the shelf, and now she's trying to feed Elijah, and it's not working. Lawrence comes through with the choo-choo train technique, which, number one, how you don't know the choo-choo train technique, Condola? How you don't know that? Number two, why didn't I realize that it was saying choo-choo? That is. Whoa. Condola actually says that he's a good father, and he's really good with Elijah. What? What a breakthrough. What a freaking breakthrough. You see what happens when you give my dog a chance to just show he... Okay. Questions in the Hat game still going strong. They're now talking about what do-overs they would do in life, and for some reason, Issa doesn't say she would think twice about putting Cool Ranch in the cookies. Then they start asking about which ex-boyfriends they would want to smash. Of course, we get two answers of Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Damn, all right. I wonder what Daniel's up to these days. Anywho, then of course Lawrence comes up in the conversation, and Issa's getting all sad, saying that she wanted some closure. Closure? You're the one that ended it. What are you talking about? Now you see why Nathan says you're all over the place? You want closure. What? She got some nerve. And since Issa knows that Lawrence is back in LA, she just assumes that he's back together with Condola. And Kelly tells her that they're not together, which I don't know why you gave her that hope. Also, how you didn't just give her that tea immediately? You were at the party. Like, if I saw that carrot gate go down and it was so spicy in there, I would have been text the whole crew like, yo, they about to fight in here. Like, what kind of friends are these? Like, how you hold the tea that long? It's almost time for those dinner reservations, so they're all getting dressed and ready to go. That's when Tiffany decides to drop the bomb about possibly moving to Denver because of Derek's job. And I said in episode 1, like, is anyone going to talk about how season 4 ended with her depression? All we get here is a quick little line where she's like, damn, what if my depression comes back? Like, that's it? They all assure that they got her back and they will fly over to Denver if she ever needs them. They group hug it out for like 30 minutes and for some reason now decide not to go to dinner. Huh? It's dinner. You're still gonna be together and talking. You done got all dressed up. Like, it's not like you had plans to go to the club and you won't be able to hear each other, but it's just talking outside your house. Like, are y'all not hungry anymore? Y'all eat that many Doritos cookies? It spoiled your appetite? Anyway, we're back at Condola's house. Lawrence is washing dishes, folding clothes, and we're all looking like, is this about to happen? Like, they're looking very together right now. Lawrence apologizes for all the drama, and Condola drops the bomb of the episode, where she pretty much tells him she actually thought about getting an abortion. What? Which I'm sure Lawrence loves his baby now, but a little part of him had to be like, girl, like, she tells him she just wants him to be happy. What a little treat. Condola, hey, y'all need to give her a break. As the episode comes to a close, we're back at Issa's house, and it wouldn't be a proper girls' night without some drunk texts flying out. The girls are drunk texting Torian from Molly's phone. Kelly's DMing Daniel Kaluuya. Randomly, Dro calls Molly's phone. She doesn't answer, and I know for a fact that we didn't hear the end of that Dro thing. Of course, Issa tries to call Lawrence. Molly stops her, but it already rang, so he's gonna get that. So what's my take? Like, does she know there's only 3 more of these? Does anyone know there's only 3 more episodes in the history of Insecure? Like, you done got a lot of little things sprinkling up. Crenshaw, Dro, Lawrence, Nathan, Condola stuff, Molly and Torian stuff. You gonna wrap all that up in 3 episodes? At 27.5 minutes each? I don't know. I guess if you're a woman, you can relate to this episode. The girls' night, chilling in the crib. That's probably a cool thing to see, but it seems like a lot of the same this episode as the rest of the season. Just kind of like, what are we doing here? I really want to know what y'all think about the season so far. I think this episode is a little better than last week, but overall, it's still a lot of the same. Like, they're giving us a little bit of a breakthrough here, a little bit of a bomb drop here, but in the end, just small little increments of improvement. This episode just felt a little bit like a filler. Like, huge announcement about the abortion from Condola. That's huge. Got it. Boom. Interesting to see where this Dro thing is going in 3 episodes. Tiffany's moving, but who really cares? And now Lawrence is dad of the year? I don't know. I just don't know. Then Issa and Nathan doing the same song and dance all season? I just don't know. What I give episode 6? 2.5 stars? I'm gonna give Insecure season 5, episode 7, 2.75 stars. Question of the week. Would you ever put Cool Ranch Doritos in your chocolate chip cookies? I'm just kidding. Question of the week. Where do we think this Dro and Molly thing is going? Did Dro get a divorce? Does Torian stand a chance against Dro? What are your Dro thoughts? Do you guys think about Dro like Nathan? Y'all seem kind of tired of Nathan. Is Dro in that category, or do you miss Dro? Let me know in the comments. Thank you. As always, thanks for checking out Tate's Take. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. In the comments, you know the drill. Answer the question of the week. What is happening this season? It's not whack. It's not whack. It's not whack. It's just 3 episodes. In Issa we trust. Thanks for the time, y'all. Peace.